We have a 2007 Audi A4 2.0 turbo, and we're gonna show you how to replace the PCV valve. Here's our engine. This thing has a vacuum leak. It's leaking through the PCV valve, and the PCV valve is located right here. This is the PCV valve. Alright, you have to replace this hose over here. Gotta be very careful. It might be brittle. After a while, they become very brittle. You have these connections. You have to squeeze the ends of it. See, there's little marks where you have to squeeze on it. And you're gonna be yanking on the hose little by little. Then you have to remove this hose over here. This thing has clips on all four sides. One over here, one over here, on this side, and on the bottom. You're gonna have to use a little pick tool, like a 90-degree pick tool, to disengage them. Be very careful. This one is very easy to break. Here's our pick tool. I'm gonna go under this thing. See, I kind of disengaged it. You need to do the same. You gotta do the same with all four sides of the clip. You gotta be very careful. They easily break. And when you release them, just move the pipe a little bit and then try to slide it out. Once again, you got to be very careful with those clips, not to break them. So you disconnected both pipes. You have 4 T20 screws over here. You got to take those out. That's it. The PCV valve is out. Gotta take the gasket out. Clean the grooves where the gasket is sitting at. And we're installing a new gasket and a new valve. We got a new valve over here. There's only original valves, only original. Do not buy aftermarket, don't try to save on this. You could cause a lot of problems by putting a bad aftermarket valve in there. We have our new gasket installed, sprayed with a high-tech gasket sealer. We're gonna put the valve in. Just align it to the hose. Put the screws in. And tighten them. Do not go too crazy on the screws. There's very little torque needed. Don't over tighten them. Don't ruin your valve cover. You're gonna mess up the threads in the valve cover. You got a problem. So don't go too crazy on the torque with the bolts. Remember this wire over here? It goes under that vent pipe, like that. Put some lubricant inside this pipe and inside this pipe over here, so when you putting those vent hoses, like one pipes on, you don't damage the O-rings on them. Goes in nice and easy. Make sure it clicked in all the way. Now this pipe over here, if you look at it, one end is a little bit longer than the other. The longer end goes on a PCV valve. The shorter end goes on the intake manifold. Make sure it's clipped in all the way. Put the engine cover back on, and you're all set. Clean the area up so it looks nice and shiny. Use this Armor All detailer. It's not greasy, it's not gonna attract any dust. It's gonna give it a natural finish. That's it. You're all set.